What's up, y'all? DZ back with another video with another guitar tutorial, and this is one of my favorite songs of all time. It's not hard at all, and this is definitely another classic song, 90s classic. Um, if y'all don't know about End of the Road, it was the first song to break a record that was held by Elvis Presley for 36 years. I forget which song it was, but Elvis' song was number one for 11 weeks straight, and nobody beat it until End of the Road became number one for 13 weeks, 13 weeks straight, back to back. And this is definitely a classic and a history-making song, um, written by uh, written by probably my favorite, well, my second favorite songwriter of all time, Babyface, and sung by one of my favorite groups of the 90s, Boyz II Men. All right, and so let's get right into it. We're in the key of E flat, and it's not too hard. So you have the intro, which is basically the way the chords is played. It's almost the exact same, but we'll just go through it. All right, E flat, E flat major. All right, so what you're gonna do is bar all the strings on the sixth fret. Yeah, bar all the strings on the sixth fret from the A string down. Use the tip of your finger to mute that low E string. All right, on the sixth fret, and then you can help put pressure on it with your second finger to make sure you're actually holding all the strings down. Now, on the eighth fret, you're gonna put your third finger on the you're gonna put your third finger on the eighth fret of the D string, and then you're gonna put your pinky on the eighth fret of the G string. All right. So now you got. That's how it starts. All right. That's the intro. Then you want to go. Well, what I do, I go. Right there. So after I strum, what I'm doing there is I'm strumming the E flat major. Then I'm using my pinky to. You don't have to do it if you want to, but if you're comfortable moving your pinky around, it sounds good. So what I'm doing is playing a little melody. I'm strumming that E flat major. Then I'm using my pinky to play that B string on the where am I? Ninth fret. Sorry, on the ninth fret. We're gonna use my pinky to play that B string on the ninth fret, and then move it up one fret, more down one fret on the B string of the eighth fret. So all together is. All right, and so like I said, you're gonna keep it on that E flat major, and then a melody. All right, and then you're gonna go back to the E flat. All right, then from there you're gonna go to. This is a C minor 7 chord. All right, so you're gonna bar the strings from the A fret, from that A string down, and use the tip of your finger to mute that low E string. You're gonna be on the third fret, barring those strings, from the A string down, and then your second finger is gonna be on the fourth fret of the B string, and then your third finger is going to be on the fifth fret of the A string. I mean the D string. Sorry, the D string. All right. All right, and then from there you're gonna go from that C minor 7 to playing the standard C minor chord. So you're gonna keep your first 3 fingers the same, but your pinky is gonna be right under the 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the G string. All right. So far you have. Sorry. All right. Now you can hear the difference between the C minor 7, and then the C minor. All right. So after you do that, from there you're gonna go to a standard A flat major chord. Bar all the strings, even the low E string. Bar all the strings on that 4th fret. Bar all those strings. Then your 2nd finger is gonna go on the 5th fret of the G string. Your third finger is gonna go on the 6th fret of the A string, and then your pinky is gonna go on the 6th fret of the D string. All right. All right, that's your A flat major chord. And I love it, you know. And from there, you're gonna go from A flat major to G minor 7. So you're still gonna bar all the strings from the even the low E string, all the strings on the 3rd fret. Put pressure on that first finger if you want to with your 2nd finger, and then your 3rd fret is gonna be on the 3rd finger is gonna be on the 5th fret of the A string. All right, so you're gonna go from A flat major to G minor 7. My pinky's not doing nothing. My pinky just, you know, free flying while I'm on the G minor 7. All right, and so from there you're gonna use that same shape for the G minor 7, and then drop it all the way down to F minor 7. All right, so instead of your bar finger barring the 3rd fret, everything's gonna stay the same, but instead of your bar finger barring the 3rd fret and your 3rd finger on the A string of the 5th fret, you're gonna bar that 1st fret, and then your 3rd finger is gonna be on the A string of the 3rd fret. All right, so you got all right, and then from there you're gonna end it off. You're gonna end it off with a B flat major, and what you're gonna do is bar all the strings, not all the strings, but from the A string down on the 1st fret, you're gonna bar all the strings down from the A string down, and then mute that low E string. All right, and then like I said, put pressure on that if you need help putting pressure on the bar, and then your 3rd finger is gonna be on the 3rd fret of the D string, and then your pinky is going to be on the 3rd fret of the G string. All right, that's the B flat major. All right, so all together, that's the intro. All together is. Now, when the verse starts and they hit that last chord before the verse starts, you're gonna just randomly strum that you're gonna quickly strum that E flat major chord. All right, that's when the verse starts. So all together. All right, just that simple. All right. Now, from there, that's when the verse starts, and the verse is pretty much the same as the verse pretty much the same as the intro. You know, the we belong to we belong together. Then you go. All right. So let's start out again. You guys are we belong together, and you know that play with my mind. Same thing. Say we fly. Sorry. Say goodbye. All right, and that's the verse. The verse and the intro of the song and the verse is literally the same chord. All right, y'all. Now for the pre-chorus. When I can't sleep at night, holding you tight, each time I try, lay down and cry. All right, so let's look at those chords. So you have C minor. We talked about this already, but you know, I'm gonna still let y'all know for those that need to be reminded again what it is. So C minor, you're gonna bar from the A string on the 3rd fret. You're gonna bar from the A string down, all those strings, and then use the tip of your finger to mute that low E string. Then you're gonna use your 2nd finger and put it on the B string of the 4th fret, and then you're gonna put your 3rd finger on the D string, on the D string of the 5th fret, and your pinky on the 5th fret of the G string. All right, that's a C minor chord. Then you're gonna use that same shape, leave your fingers where it is, and move it half a step down to a B minor chord. So right now you have when I can't sleep at night without holding you tight. And then from there, you're gonna keep your fingers the same, except you're gonna help bar. You're gonna put your 2nd finger, and help put pressure on that bar chord, and then move it another half step down, and that's a B major chord. All right. So when I can't sleep at night without holding you tight, girl, each time I try, I just, and then from there you're gonna go to an A minor chord. So the A minor, you're gonna bar all the strings down, including that the low E string. You're gonna bar all the strings down on the 5th fret, and then you're gonna put pressure on it again, and then your 3rd finger is gonna be on that 7th fret of the A string, and your pinky is gonna be on the 7th fret of the D string. And then from there, you're gonna go to A flat major. So an A flat major, same chord as that A, not same chord, but same position as the A minor, but you're moving a half step down, and then you're taking your pinky off and leaving your 3rd finger there. All right, that's an A flat major. All right, and then from there you're gonna keep your finger the same shape, and then move it another half step down again, and you're gonna be barring the third fret now, and this is a G minor 7 like we did earlier. All right. So, all together you have, when I can't sleep at night without holding you tight, girl, each time I try, I just break down and cry, pain in my head, oh, I'd rather be dead. All right, so now, this part right here is a walk-up. So the walk-up you're gonna be playing, I'm gonna explain it to you, but I'm just gonna show you right now. You're gonna be playing F minor 7, G minor 7, A flat major 7, and B flat major. So I'm gonna explain it to you that F minor 7, you're gonna bar all the strings on the first fret, bar all the strings down, put pressure on that bar chord, that bar finger, and then your third finger is going to be on the third fret of the A string. That's a F minor 7. Then you're going to use that same shape, and then just focus on the bar finger. You're going to move it up 2 frets, 1, 2, and which is also a whole step for those that don't know. So moving it up a whole step, and that's a G minor 7. That same shape, you're gonna move it up a half step. That's an A major 7, and then you're gonna move it up another whole step to a B flat major. Now this B flat major is different because instead of me playing B flat major all the way up here, I'm going right here. So I'm barring all the strings on the 6th fret, and I got my second finger on the 7th fret of the G string. My third finger is on the 8th fret of the A string, and my pinky is on the 8th fret of the D string. Now you can play it that way if you want to, or if you want to just, stay up here. Same chord, just different spots. So yeah, this is the B flat major, barring the 6th fret, and this is a B flat major, barring the 1st fret from the A string down, and then the third finger is on the 3rd fret of the D string, and my pinky's on the 3rd fret of the G string. All right, so that's the walk up for the pre-chorus. So when I can't sleep at night without holding you tight, girl, each time I try, I just break down and cry, pain in my head, oh, I'd rather be dead, spinning. All right, and then from there you go back to the chorus, which is the same as the intro and the verse. Although we come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. To you. It's kind of hard for me to sing it because I'm a bass, not a tenor, but so I'm focused on the bass melody. But yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. So from the beginning you got, we were alone together, and you know that I'm right. Why do you play with my heart? Yeah, play with my mind. What was the next chord? Oh yeah, Said we'd be forever. Said we'd never die.